Hello. So I already actually did one video today, but those fights didn't go well at all, and I even lost points during that session. And then I was thinking that what is going on, that how is it going so bad? And then I did few fights after the video, and those fights went very well. Actually, the only fight that I lost was that I accidentally misclicked my champion and I didn't have two nukers in this fight, and I instantly surrendered it in the lobby before the battle even started. But not counting that one, I basically won all of the other fights, and I had some very interesting fights here as well, so I kind of I should have recorded that session, but it is what it is. But I have never done two live arena videos on the same day, but today the first one went so bad and I wasn't really able to even do many fights, so getting those extra refreshes are not gonna cost that much games to me, so I kind of want to do a rerun and see if I can make it better on the second session. I think I got very bad enemies, and then I was unlucky in some fights, and maybe I was also a little bit of frustrated at the end and wasn't doing my best, but let's see if this session goes any better than the last one. Also, I was just talking in my clan Discord, and somebody was really telling me to use Tormin, and if you guys remember when I did the shard pool video where I got Tormin, I definitely was planning to use him as soon as I can, and the issue is that I haven't really had books to do it, but I booked him now. I'm still missing a couple books on him, but considering that I booked Wukong and a few other champions after I got Tormin, I think it makes sense that it's time to pull it, and I mean book it, even if I'm not able to save any shards for some possible upcoming fusions and so on. And the guy that I was talking with was really like telling me that it would be good even if I don't have Siphi. And considering that I'm using Helicat a lot, Helicat does also give defense buff to him, and I was thinking that since I kind of like to do the strategy that when I fight against teams with lockout, like something like this for instance, I can totally go with Mortu here. Should I go with triple nuker? I probably should do it, yeah. So this type of team is a perfect example actually, that's what I'm planning to do. But here, if I have two champions that are able to fight the enemy even if they're locked out, it actually makes much more sense for me to ban the Harima. And Tormin can kind of do it with his passive and A1. And yeah, Rotos can do it, Tormin can do it, Mortu can do it, but it's very conditional. But here it's gonna work because of the Ukko A1. But maybe I can do the kind of strategy that I use Rotos and Tormin against teams with lockout, and then I actually don't ban the lockout. I think that might work, and I could maybe use I mean, the two champions that I have that can do defense buff are gonna be either Mitrala or Helicat, and of course Helicat doesn't want to be locked out, but I can use him in some fights, and I can use Mitrala against the lockout teams, and I think that could be interesting strategy. So I think I will try it tomorrow if I may, or maybe the next day. But in the next live arena video after this one, I will definitely try that strategy and see how it works. My team is kind of weird. It would have been better if I picked like Mortu instead of, I mean, Python instead of triple nuker, but I kind of chose the Mortu at late when he picked that team, and it was kind of too good opportunity to pass up. But we kind of got unlucky here that he removed the stone skin with the Ukko A2. That's kind of unfortunate. It's gonna come down to RNG if I can actually make a comeback anymore. But it's definitely not lost just yet. Who do I want to hit? I could hit the Ukko to get like to to have a chance to proc Peril, but since he stole the Stone Skin, I don't really want to gamble on it, and Mortu already procced his passive, but I'm not sure if it's actually Peril or not, but... Oh, it's Peril, okay, then that's a win. He has to surrender at this point, like... Yeah, there's nothing he can... Yeah, even if I got really unlucky with Rotos and he got perma stunned and died, Wukong would be able to finish him off with the passive, so that's good. But today is basically gonna be the last video with my current strategy, and let's see on the next video if I can execute the thing that I was talking about, that I fight the lockout teams with Rotos and Mortu. I think it's worthwhile trying at least, and I think I could do some unique team that people are not used to fight, and maybe it could work kind of like the Helicat strategy that when I started doing the latest version of it, I was winning every single fight because people hadn't faced that one before. Now it's a bit more iffy because everybody knows it, but then if I have another setup that I can use, it's gonna throw a wrench at their like plans to counter me, and very often people like to pick Wukong and Rotos against me to kind of prevent me from having nukers, and that's why it would be really nice to have another viable nuker. And I definitely have the gear to have both Staldus and Tormin in fairly good nuke gear, so that isn't really the problem. And I'm definitely gonna put Tormin in the better gear than if I test him first at least. But yeah, that's what's up. It's always fun to try new things, and I've had lots of fun with Wukong, and yeah, I kind of forgot about Tormin for a couple of weeks, and I didn't remember that I almost have enough books to book him anyway, so it's finally time to give him a go. Though it's kind of funny because I've also had pretty good success against Tormin teams as well, because outside of Ukko and Kaimar, it's the third champion that you can use Mortu against properly, and I do like to pick Mortu against Tormin teams. I was actually talking about it earlier today in my Discord, that should I start picking Arbiter early to bait people to pick Tormin against me, and then I could cheese them with Mortu. I think that could be another pretty viable strategy that I should give a go. Kind of ran out of time there. I was thinking between Helicat and Necrot and Kaimar, but let's just go with Kaimar, just in case he happens to go with Lockout. Yeah, he did go with Lockout. Yeah, that makes sense. Should we actually ban the Initve? I bet that's not what he's expecting, but we could totally do it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ban the Initve. It's gonna be pretty rough to fight against the Duchess with Staldus though, because well, actually, he's probably not gonna ban Rotos since he picked Initve. Maybe this could work out really well. Maybe he bans like Python, or maybe UDK. But I think we're gonna ban the Initve actually. Yeah. This is kind of... Oh, he did still ban Rotos. That's kind of funny. But this is actually kind of like alternative version of the strategy that I was talking with Tormin and Rotos fighting against lockout teams. That this is with like the Kaimar and Rotos, that Rotos is able to fight against lockout teams, Mortu is gonna able to fight them with his passive, and also if I pick Rotos, Kaimar and then another nuker, they can also fight against lockout teams because Kaimar can reset the cooldowns on them. So that's kind of been maybe a little bit of a theme lately, that I have been trying to find new ways to battle those lockout teams so that I'm able to ban Harimas more often and I'm not as predictable as I would be otherwise. I need 2 more books to fully book Tormin though, so hopefully I get some in the next couple days from Clan Boss. He had everybody in Stone Skin except Warlord. It's kind of funny, but I know that Stone Skin Mortu is... I mean, Stone Skin Taras is definitely a thing people do, because I have seen rats running it as well, and I guess you have enough damage. Should I hit the Warlord? Probably, yeah. You have enough damage 7 in Stone Skin, so... I think some people run it on Platinum Arena Reset defense as well. But yeah, the last session was garbage. I really hope to get a huge win streak this time and kind of rise above the negative feelings I got from the last session. I was starting to climb pretty well even in the high world 2, but then I literally lost points in the last session, so it left a bad taste in my mouth, and that's why I kind of want to retry instantly on the same day. I think we might be able to actually win this fight. It's not gonna be a fast fight and it's not gonna be guaranteed, but it might be doable. I think this team would definitely be a lot harder if he had Siphi instead of Duchess, even though Duchess is like Saltus can weak hit on Duchess, but still Duchess is like slower and she's getting her revive less often, and she's not healing the team, so I will be able to slowly whittle it down even if I can't kill the Duchess. So like I probably have to kill his team couple times until I can kill Duchess, but I'm able to slowly dwindle them down. And that's, I mentioned this before, but I really like Python just in general, but the A1, he's able to fight pretty well against those like, can I kill the... I don't think I have enough damage to kill the Taras. Yeah, he's able to fight pretty well against Warlord teams and still be useful even if he's locked out. The Wukong is being very annoying to me. I thought I was doing well and maybe I had a chance, but now it's not looking good. Okay, I think that's a loss. I think Python is still gonna get locked out before it gets a turn. I definitely had a chance in this, but it's hard to do with Saltus. With Rotos, this fight would have been very easy, but maybe when we have the Tormin, maybe it will be able to deal with this as well. The major issues I have with Tormin, apart from the obvious that he can get polymorphed, is that he has pretty low multipliers and I don't really have Siphi, so the best and the classic combination that people used to run him in classic arena defense, pun not intended, but it was always with Siphi and Kaimar, and often it was like Siphi, Kaimar, Tormin and Valkyrie, and the point with that was that you had buff strip, so you would be able to CC them and get rid of the immunity. And Tormin didn't have that much damage, but he had CC and damage, and with the turn meter boost and a speed team and buff strip, it could like completely like lock out the enemy and they don't get any turn to do anything. So I can't really do that strategy in the classical sense how people used to use him, but maybe he can still be good for me. he still has the AoE A1, even though it has very low multiplier. But yeah, and his Void Affinity. Void Affinity is good too. I think the Taras is gonna already have the AoE nuke back, so I don't know if this is the fight might already be over at this point. Everybody in his team is full HP too, so yeah, okay, he had the AoE. I think I should just surrender this fight. Nah, he's gonna end it in next AoE anyway, let's keep going. But yeah, having new toys in this game to play with is always fun, and I definitely always have the best time in this game when there is something new, like blessings or new champions or new item sets or somebody is nerfed or buffed. Those times are definitely the most fun for me when I can come up with new comps and play with teams. And for a while it's been fairly stale, so it has gotten kind of boring. Though I have of course still come up with new teams and kind of try different strategies, but not as it's not been as interesting and diverse as it was maybe like a year ago. Wait, are we at 1-1 or did we already win 2 fights? Okay, it's just 1-1. Come on, let's just get to 3.9k on this session. Also, by the way, that kind of reminds me, there was some recent drama in, like, I guess today or yesterday, in the last couple of days, about somebody in MAD, like, fairly aggressively recruiting people from other clans, and I get why people got offended. It is what it is. I agree that it can be kind of rude to go to other clans' discords and recruit people, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not like other people haven't done it and it won't happen again, but yeah, I mean, MAD is always recruiting. If you're into PvP, MAD is definitely the #1 clan to get in. Of course, there is always new players coming and going, but one thing that I like in MAD is that we also have lots of players that have been in the clan for years and are like key part of the clan, and the clan, like the members and the clan, are pretty loyal to each other, so I've heard that there's kind of like this people have a bit like wrong impressions about the 2 clans that we have in MAD. Wait, who do I want to go with? Should I just... yeah, let's just go with Wukong and Python. So we have the Immortal, Elite and Dawn, and I've heard that some people don't want to join MAD if they can't get into the Elite, which is the higher player power clan, the one that I'm in. But the way that MAD has been operating all this time, at least up till now, and at least for now it is as well, is that there is no difference between the 2 clans, even though I've heard that some people that are not in the clan think so, that there is some difference between them. But basically how it works is that the old members get moved into elite. Like that's pretty much it. Like we of course track people's activity and progress in classic arena, and you're kind of upgraded to elite when there's room, and like who is the highest ranked arena player not in elite at that moment, they get in, and nobody ever gets demoted from elite or anything like that. So it's more like a legacy thing where it's mostly the old players or the oldest players in the clan, but there is no practical difference between the two. Like even in the CVC, when we meet each others, we take turns which clan wins, and it isn't like the other one is treated better than the other. And to me personally, like, I mean, there's no difference in like which one of the two clans I am in. Originally, I was super excited when I got into the first clan, but at this point I don't really care. It doesn't really make any difference to me, and it shouldn't really make any difference to anybody that is possibly interested about joining MAD. The one thing I would say, I mean, it is what it is, but the one negative side I would say, I mean, I think it's pretty much the same thing with every competitive clan, but there's definitely some banter, and I know that some people have kind of joined MAD and then instantly left if they don't like it and can't take a little bit of like banter, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not that big deal, and I think there's plenty of people in the clan who are like only positive as well, who never really like make any kind of offensive jokes. So some people don't like that, but I think it's kind of a good thing, and it pushes people to do better and prove themselves in the clan. I was actually talking about it in our clan Discord today, that there is this one guy, I'm not gonna say who, but there is this one guy who, when I joined MAD, which is a very long time ago, like more than 2 years ago, but I was always saying that, like back then, now I haven't been doing it lately because of Harima, but the entire time I have only been pulling for Rotos 10x7s, and I was always hoping to get Rotos at +4, and maybe that would help me in Classic Arena. And I remember he was telling me that even if I did get Rotos +4, I would never be able to get Red Avatar in this game. This is like 2 years ago, like before I got my Red Avatars. And that definitely that definitely hurt me a bit, but it gave me a lot of motivation to prove him wrong, and that ended up happening. And it wasn't just that I got Red Avatar, but I finished in the top 3 like many times, and I got both of them. So that can be the upsides of getting a little bit of like banter against you. And I'm pretty sure most of the other like top PvP clans have it as well, to be fair, and I kind of think it's a good thing, to be honest. But outside of that, there's like there's a lot of strategies that people talk, and many of the stuff is like, I'm sure all of the clans like think they are the ones that come up with everything, and I'm sure, like, I know that we haven't been the first to come up with all of the strategies, but I think many of the strategies more often than not are firstly brought up by our clan, and you can get some good inside knowledge and tips and tricks that you might not commonly hear in other places, or that possibly other places don't even know about. So we also have lots of statistics about like our clan performance, about how some mechanics in the game work that aren't that work differently than the tooltips say, and how like math stuff is calculated and so on. There's a lot of good stuff in our Discord. So that's kind of my way to recruit people that might be possibly interested, kind of in a different way, instead of going to any specific clan Discord to do it. But I'm just putting it out there that we're definitely always recruiting. And I definitely do get messages about it fairly often, but and yeah, if some clans got offended about it, then I am sorry. I agree that it's maybe a little bit rude to do it, but it is what it is. I don't even think there's anything wrong with what he did, but I can understand why it's a bit disrespectful. But anyway, that's it for this this clan shilling session. Okay, that was pretty hard team, but we were able to do it. I was kind of talking maybe a little bit too much about the clan situation and not explaining the fight, but I have fought those types of teams many times before, and it can go either way, and I kind of needed to play it in the long way to slowly try to beat him. And by the way, I don't think it's very common knowledge, because I've been in other clans discords, and they often have lots of people that are not in the clan, that are in their like lobby or some public sections of their clan discord. But Mad Discord does have public lobby as well that you can join, so if you're just curious about the clan or you want to come talk, then like that's an option as well. Oh, that reminds me of a funny story. I honestly can't remember what was the reason, it's so long time ago. I remember once everybody in Mad got banned from ET Discord, but I don't even recall what was the reason. That definitely wasn't something that I did, but somebody said something, and then everybody from Mad got banned from ET Discord. I remember at that time we used to like kind of go there to talk and maybe meme a bit, but something happened and everybody got kicked out of there. I think the same kind of thing happened in IPR Discord as well, that we had bunch of players from Mad there that used to talk there actively. And okay, in that specific instance, I remember what happened. Somebody that wasn't me possibly posted some lewd image that weren't approved by the French people, so that's why everybody was kicked or something. I think IPR eventually invited some people back, but they didn't let some people join back, so I think it would be super fun to have a public Discord where it's like all of the PvP clans around. And actually long time ago, way before I started making any content, maybe like a year ago or something, I remember I used to I was negotiating with like IPR and some of our content creators, and I was trying to get them to make a public Discord that is for PvP. Something that, wait, what do I want to pick? Something that other games generally have, but we're kind of missing in Red. I guess it's gonna be Nuke Ramanto. Should I just ban the Ramanto? Let's go with the Ramanto ban and see how it goes. Ah, he banned Rotos, goddammit. I don't think I have enough damage to kill him with Wukong. But yeah, I was trying to get them make like a public Discord where is all of the players from all of the PvP clans, and then other people will join it and we could get good discussion about Arena. But that thing sadly never happened, and it's probably too late to do something like that, and I'm not really big enough content creator to actually make a Discord like that. I think only somebody like Hellhades could do it, and or if all of the PvP clans did it together, but I'm not really able to do it, so I'm not even trying at this point. But also, if you want to join my Discord, in my I guess it's kind of partly based on my previous experiences in other Discords where I was kind of unfairly removed because of the actions of other people. But in my Discord, everybody is welcome. It doesn't matter if you're a top plat player or not, or if you're in like one of the enemy clans of Mad. I'm not very easily gonna kick anybody from the Discord. Unless you do pretty much like something criminal, I'm not really gonna kick people from being like jerks. So also, I mentioned it in the other Discord, but one other thing that the last video, that one thing that my Discord does that is kind of unusual, and maybe not everybody's into it, but for some reason we have, well, I made the channel, but we have a channel about politics, and that channel is super active. We have like insanely active debate about politics, philosophy, and religion. So if you want to talk with raid players about something that is completely different than raid, then I'm pretty sure my Discord is the only raid Discord that does it, because who would want to get their Discord channel involved with politics and get like all of the issues that come with it? But in my Discord you can talk about politics all you want, and you can it doesn't matter what clan you are in, and like you can trash talk other clans or Mad, I don't care. So you can make memes about me, as people have done, and everything goes in my Discord. So you should join it. It's definitely the most I'm sure there is some other people that basically have no rules either, but I'm sure it's the most like tolerant Discord for like free speech and so on. I do have a couple rules, as you must have if you make a public Discord and you want to have like those Discord invite links that don't oh nice, we didn't get locked out. If you want to have a Discord link for your Discord that doesn't expire, you need to make a public Discord and have some rules. And one of the rules, basically the only important rule in my Discord, is that doxing isn't allowed. Like, you can talk trash about the other clans and other players all you want. The only thing that I am against is doxing, and I have seen a decent amount of doxing in raid, which I kind of dislike. I know multiple people's like real life identities and what company they work or own, which I really shouldn't, and I don't really like that part about the trash talking scheme. But yeah, let's focus on the fights now that we have the ceiling out of the way. Anyway, join my Discord, join Mad. There you go. And you can do both of them as well. Yeah, this is pretty hard fight. I think if I had Rotos instead of Wukong, this would be a slam dunk win, but it's pretty hard to finish him off with Wukong since he has double reviver and the attack of my Wukong is decreased every time I hit the Taros. It is kind of unfair matchup, like, let's be honest. So Taros is just way too good. Definitely the resistance Skymar was still working against this guy, and overall I have been very happy about that build, and it has been doing good work for me. Wait, is my internet off or is it raid again? That's the issue. Oh yeah, like always, it's raid. It's not actually my internet. Anyway, I don't think we're gonna win this fight, but let's keep trying at least. Ah, come on. He's DDoSing me so that I can't win against him. I don't know why, but Live Arena has so many different bugs. I remember there used to be some kind of bug where you could like forcibly make the enemy lose the fight and have to like disconnect. And plenty of other bugs as well. And yeah, after last video again, I got many people complaining that I'm using Helicat. And to them I say that if you don't use the Ukraine duo against me, then I can promise to not use Helicat. But I don't feel even like slightly guilty about using Helicat, and I think people that are complaining about it are kind of weird to me. I mean, nobody is apologizing about using Ukraine duo or lockout that are insanely OP and void champions. I'm not gonna feel even slightest bit of guilty about using Helicat and Wukong or whatever fusion champions that we have, which aren't even OP, while these champions are like, it's not even close. And you shouldn't feel bad about using them either. You should abuse Helicat and UDK and whatever champions you have as much as you can, even if it's something like Taras or whatever. I mean, you shouldn't feel guilty about it. I mean, even if Taras is like billion times like too strong, but that's what it is what it is. Plarium has made it, and if you have it and you don't use it, then you're just being silly. So there's no reason to feel bad about it. Plarium should feel bad about it, if I'm being honest. I mean, I don't understand how they can let it be this OP for this long time. I mean, I can understand it because it's the Ukraine duo, but still, I mean, come on. I'm kind of surprised that he's not able to kill me. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy has very good gear, so like, I don't know how the fight is lasting this long since I'm not really able to kill him. Maybe even though my Wukong like damage has been like decreased by 50%, maybe I can slowly kill him because of the life harvest. Who knows? If I'm really able to survive that long, but I don't even have Helicat in this team, so I am kind of surprised that he's having this hard time in killing me. Oh yeah, and he doesn't have anybody with polymorph. That's definitely big issue for him. Yeah, I mean, he does have 2 champions with 6-star blessing, so definitely one of them, or probably both of them, should be in polymorph. I don't really get why they are not, but That's what he chose. Oh, come on. Disconnected again. Okay, and of course my Wukong is doing A1 because I DC'd, so I wasn't able to use the A2. Even though I just clicked the A2, but it didn't go. Oh, come on. And yeah, my actual internet connection is working just fine. It's only issue with the Raid client. I wonder if he's having the same issue as me. By the way, if you are this guy, or if you know this guy, ask him if he's also getting disconnected in this fight, or is it just me? I'm kind of curious to know. Okay, finally we lost it. I guarantee you, if I had Rotos in this fight, I would have easily beat it and it wouldn't have even been close. But that is kind of the issue, that people generally do ban my Rotos and I don't get it in fights very often. Wukong has been nice, and against some teams it's even better than Rotos, but I really still want to get that Harima. I think if I had 3 good nukers, and especially with Harima, I think that would change everything. I would run Harima and Rotos against those Taras teams, and that would make it very difficult for them. I think with Harima I definitely would be able to beat it as well. And probably I could run some different teams as well. I don't think if I had Harima and I first pick Harima every fight, I wouldn't really have to pick UDK all the time, and I could do a bit different types of teams with it as well. But I guess the puzzle pieces are slowly coming together. That now I have Wukong and Rotos and Mortu, and maybe Tormin works out and I could fight lockout teams with Tormin and Rotos, or Rotos and Kaimar, and maybe I get Harima in the future. I think I'm kind of getting more strategies and ways to fight against these enemy teams, so it's definitely not getting worse over time. Even though it kind of has for a classic arena for me, but not really in live arena. Okay, here's an interesting question from Reddit. At what point do you stop using 5-star gear? Mid-game player here. Currently, I'm kind of at the point where most of my 5-star gear is pretty much just tossed out. I'm sure if I feel this way as a mid-game player, then any game players do as well. Curious where you people land on this. Wait, give me a second. Let's go with, I guess I'll go with Kaimar and Python. So, actually, I mean, generally you're not gonna use 5-star gear, and especially not the bottom pieces. I mean, let's say that you have on some special set like Savage, Cruel or Lethal. If you have a 5-star like chest with right main stats and substats and good ascension, then those pieces can definitely still be good. And I will still roll if you happen to get those kind of perfect nuker pieces on like the best sets for nukers on bottom slots. But generally I wouldn't really keep any of the bottom pieces. But as far as top pieces go, it's often not the weapons, but like not the weapons for nukers at least, but for attack scaling nukers. But shields and helmets can be very good. I mean, if you have a 5-star helmet with all of the best like nuke substats like attack, speed, crit damage and crit rate, those are definitely good, and I have talked about it before to people. I think it's kind of unappreciated tactic. Actually, let's look at it after this fight. But as you know, Cruel 2-piece set is the best nuker set in the game. It's better than crit damage or crit damage for HP or defense scaling nuker. It's the best 2-piece set for all types of nukers in this game. And on the shield specifically, for instance, you only have 3 good substats for attack scaling nuker, because you can't get attack, so it's speed, crit damage and crit rate. And the main stat also isn't attack, so it doesn't matter at all. Cruel shields 5-star can still be very good and often pretty much the same as 6-star. Of course, on 6-star you can glip it with 6-star glips and get more out of them. But you get tons of 5-star like cruel pieces from clan boss that you don't use. And I would recommend to people that when you get 5-star shields, like first of all, if it has good substats, then you should roll it and see what you get. But you're probably not really using 5-star Chaos Sword for anything. And what I have actually been what I have been actually using my 5-star Chaos Sword on, okay, this should be fine, is that I just Chaos Sword the shields. Let me show you. Like at this point I have many legendary 5-star shields that have good substats, and I do have good shields on 6-star pieces as well for like different type of nukers on cruel and lethal and so on. But surprisingly often I do end up using those 5-star shields as well, because I mean, you need to fit the pieces to the specific set you're using, and sometimes you might want to have more crit rate on the shield, sometimes you might want to have more speed, and it is nice to have multiple pieces of viable shields to use. Wait, where is it? I think on Wukong, yeah, Wukong I'm using 5-star shield. And that's definitely not even my best one, but as you can see, that's basically like 5-star legendary shield that is pseudo legendary, that all of the rolls have gone into the good substats. And that's kind of what I've been doing with my 5-star Chaos Sword, because there is not really a lot of other use to it, that I just keep 5-star cruel shields and then I ore them. And as you can see, at this point I have like enough anyway. I don't really need more of them, but I have multiple of these shields that they have, all of the rolls are in the good substats and it has all of the good substats. And this is one of those instances that 5-star shield, like 5-star piece, can be very good. This was very long explanation, and of course in general you're not gonna use them, but if it has the good substats, then you should roll it. Even if it's a bottom piece, you should roll it to 12 and see what ascension you get. And then, not talking about the bottom pieces, the helmet and shield definitely have potential as well. I think I have some 5-star helmets as well. I don't think I really used. I think I have like on Savage. I think my best Savage shield, Savage helmet used to be like a 5-star one. Yeah, this used to be my best helmet maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. But I think on lethal set I actually have some 6-star helmets as well. And I think I maybe have one good helmet 5-star on cruel. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, okay. I have some good 6-star ones as well. Wait, where is it? Yeah, I have some of these. But basically, even as like ultra endgame player, I mean, I think it's pretty fair to say that I'm ultra endgame player. I think some people might debate that, but I have finished dozens of times in top 20 and so on. I think I can call myself endgame player, but even still I do keep some 5-star pieces. Not a lot. I think the other thing that where you can use chaos or on 5-star pieces as well, apart from like lethal or cruel shields, like mostly shields, but I guess you could use it on helmets as well. But I would or shields and I would roll helmets if you have good substats on them. But on stone skin as well, you could. I think, don't I have, wait. I'm pretty sure I have like multiple stone skin shields that I have ordered as well, and ones that have a triple roll in something, and then I try to get like triple resistance or triple speed and so on. But I think at this point I have more of them than I can need. Yeah, this is one other good way to use 5-star chaos or. Anyway, that's a long rant about very niche topic. I mean, you don't have to keep 5-star pieces, but I think those are the best, best reasons to use them or best applications for them. And I know that in my best nuke sets there isn't really any 5-star pieces, except on my Wukong shield is a 5-star one. But I have seen like some of the mad accounts that have really good gear as well. Some people also happen to have like 5-star bottom pieces. I think actually, Stealth, the guy who made the damage calculator, the best damage calculator for PvP, which can be found in my Discord. I don't know if it's anymore, but at least before, his best chest used to be a cruel 5-star one, and it just happened to have all of the best substats, and it happened to fit, like, because you want to get specific speed and 100% crit rate and not too much over it. It happened to fit his best set and be his best nuker chest piece. Okay, this is not good, but this has been happening to me a lot lately. Actually, I have something prepared for this that this guy might not see coming. Should I go with Arbiter early on? I'm gonna go with Init. Let's just unspoil it. But okay, now actually let's pick Arbiter so that he doesn't. Wait, so that he's not gonna pick it. If I go with Arbiter and Helicat, it's gonna be a massive Tormin bait, but let's do it anyway. We have the option if he goes with Tormin that we could go with Mortu, even though it's not gonna be insane against Rotos, but let's see. But I'm gonna go with Initve, most likely. And if he goes with Mortu, then I'll probably go with Initve and Mortu, or I mean, if he goes with Tormin, then I will probably go with Initve and Mortu, or Mortu and some other nuker. Okay, he has the Harima in his team, which I'm not a fan of, but yeah, we're definitely gonna go with the Initve. Kind of unlikely at this point that he's gonna go with Tormin, but he definitely still could do it. But this is kind of a like a recent strategy that I kind of came up with, because as you know, I broadcast my teams and strategies, which doesn't really help me in the fights, and lots of people are doing this, that they pick both Wukong and Rotos against me if they're a second pick, because they know that all of my other nukers suck if they do it. But Initve does have very good matchup against both of them, so here is, I don't know if I'm actually gonna win this fight, but here is kind of damn it, I have to ban the, actually no, I'm gonna ban the Harima still. But here is kind of a warning to people that I might do, okay, I'm screwed. He banned the Arbiter, I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna lose this fight, but I'm definitely gonna try to use this strategy in the future. Hopefully this will slightly deter people from picking more to, I mean, Rotos and Wukong against me, but since he got the lockout, I don't think I'm gonna do well against him. Helicat wasn't a good choice against this. Probably I should have gone with Python and have double reviver. Come on, are we doing this thing again? Yeah. I'll try restart the game after this fight, but my internet is just working fine when I check on my web browser, so it's something to do with the Clarion client. But I think since he has the Yumeko, I think we're gonna lose this fight. Yeah, okay, it's a lost cause. If he didn't have the Yumeko, it would have been good, but he had both Yumeko and Wukong and Harima, so we were kind of in a hard place, because if I banned the Yumeko, there's just no way I could have won it, I think, but I probably would have had better chance than in that situation. I was kind of thinking that he was gonna ban my Helicat, and he was expecting me to ban the Yumeko, but he ended up banning Arbiter instead, so that totally, like, I made a mistake not banning the Yumeko. I was basically gambling because it was a very hard matchup, but I chose the wrong choice. Anyway, I mean, we're very close to the 4K mark, so I guess we deserve to get very hard opponents. Okay, we're having some very spicy discussion in the politics channel right now. Damn, I should have just... I don't want to like pick Yudik and Rotos and not pick Wukong, because they will often pick Wukong to counter my Rotos. But against his team, Mortu again would be so good, so I'm kind of tempted to go with triple nuker, but then my team isn't gonna be very tanky, but let's do it. Ah, he picked Gaius. Should I? I think I'm gonna ban the Gaius, yeah. My Mortu is in Stone Skin, so there's no way that I can let the Gaius pass. Okay, nice, he didn't ban. Okay, it makes sense that he banned Python though. Yeah, this is the type of discussion we're having right now in the politics channel. Pretty like hardcore debate about religion, so if you're into this stuff, then you should definitely check it out. I don't know why this channel is like insanely active. I guess I don't know, I guess some of the raid people do care and follow politics a lot, and there's no other channel to talk about it, so for some reason that channel is really popping off and everybody is talking about politics and religion and philosophy non-stop there. If there's any any other raid content creator that has a politics channel in their Discord, then tell me about it, because that would be kind of funny if somebody actually had it. I kind of wanted to make one, or I wanted to make one, but I was still kind of thinking that is it gonna be an insanely stupid move to put a channel for that, and will it just cause a lot of drama and like people getting mad at each other? But so far, like, the discussion, or more than debate, because it's not like everybody agrees with each other. There's a lot of people with opposing views, but the debate has been like shockingly like polite and respectful, even though there's people with like complete opposite opinions about things. And I have definitely expressed my opinions about many political issues there as well. Okay, that was a pretty hard team, but we still got the win, so yeah, we're getting 50-50. It's still kind of feeling good because we're getting very hard fights, but it's not like we're massively racking up points. It's at least not going worse than on the last session, but when after the last video I won like, I don't know, 7 or 8 fights in a row, and of course on video I'm doing like not as good. I really feel like the one time slot, the third time slot, that's the one where I always get the easiest fights, and I should just always play on it. I don't know why I keep playing on all of the time slots when it really does seem like the one is the easiest time slot. Definitely next time that I play live arena, it's gonna be on the third time slot. Like fuck this, why am I making it harder for myself when it really does seem like it's the easiest one by far. My speculation is that, and of course it's just my subjective experience, but I have heard other people making the same comment as well, that the third time slot seems the easiest. But I think that's probably the time slot with most people playing, and maybe there are some more casual players playing at that time slot. I'm not sure, but I definitely do way better on that one. It's not like just once or twice, but every time that I play on it, it goes much better. Okay, we have a speed team, and again we made the mistake of first picking UTK against speed team, which is not a good choice, but I guess I'm just gonna go with Duchess and Nakarada as my last 2 nukers and try to get double bolster in my team, but he's probably gonna ban Duchess, as these type of teams usually do. Okay, it's Hebrach and Leorios, not bombs. That's not too bad, I can do pretty well against them, but even though he has Kaimar, I don't think Mordu is gonna be a good pick against him, so maybe I'll go with... Nah, I'll still go with Wukong, yeah. Yeah, Wukong, and yeah, this team is fine. Should I go with Blytion instead of Duchess? Blytion could cleanse all of the leaves and fears on my team. Nah, let's just go with the double shield. Bolster set is insanely good. I definitely recommend people to buy that one, even if you don't buy anything else in this game. But if you are into PvP and you don't have like a principle that you absolutely can't spend anything on this game, Should I ban the Arbiter? Yeah, even if you feel that way, but you're able to spend something, then Bolster Pass is the one thing that I wouldn't miss on. Against a team like this, Protoss being banned is not issue at all. Wukong is definitely, this is a very squishy team. Wukong is definitely able to kill this one. It's not even about the squishiness, but like the Taras, I mean, Taras reduces Wukong attack, which is big issue for him. And then when they have the combination of Siphi and Marichka, even if he's able to kill everybody in his team, then they're able to recover, and it's kind of hard for Wukong to deal with that. But for something like this, I think Wukong is gonna be better than Protoss. Damn, he got all of the buffs on Earth on our Wukong. Should I go for shield or try to... Nah, wait, how many polymorphs they have? Ursuka has a 6-star polymorph. I think I'm gonna go for the A3 and not risk getting polymorph. Oh yeah, we did that with all of the debuffs on us. I probably should have just done A1 and waited a bit. Actually, never mind, it's fine. Oh nice, we got the refresh proc. My Nakarada has 2 pieces of reaction and 1 piece of refresh, so it can actually proc both of them if he's very lucky. Refresh on Nakarada is just insane synergy, since if he does the A2 ally attack and doesn't kill a target, then he's gonna get extra turn, and you can like basically get endless extra turns if you're lucky with that. Damn, I think I have been too much on the PC today. My back is kind of not happy with this. I was doing like some jogging before this video, so I had a little bit break from this, but apparently not long enough. Oh nice, we got the block boss. Anyway, that's it for this fight. I guess he isn't really the... I mean, he's 3.3k, so he doesn't have the best champions, as we can see. I mean, all of those are pretty good champions, but they're definitely not like top tier team. Okay, come on, we have 40 minutes left. Let's 35 games. Let's get a massive win streak and get to 3.9k. Then I can make a video that I'm happy about and move on from the fiasco of the last one. I'm definitely not gonna post this video tomorrow though. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a different type of video, and I'm probably gonna post this one the next day. And yeah, like I said, on the next video I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try Tormin, so if you're one of my viewers and you want to counter me, then you know that strategy as well, that next video you're definitely gonna see Tormin. Well, unless it's like halfway into the session and I'm losing every Tormin fight, then I probably will not use it, but I'm hopeful that it will work pretty well. Okay, this time, since we didn't get both Wukong and Protoss, let's just pick one nuker and then save the other one for the last pick, and maybe we actually go with Tormin against, I mean, Mortal against him. Oh, we got Valkanen again. We know from the last fight that I did against him that UDK is very good counter to him, since his hard hit and block revive skill is still a single target hit, and like UDK is gonna block it. But he goes through Helicat, so Helicat is a no-go against him. I'm almost tempted to use Mortu, since both Ramantu and Wukong like do AoE, but he will probably just do A once if I actually pick Mortu. Damn, I'm running out of time. Wait, where is Taltus? Ah, okay, I was too slow. If he bans Rotos, which probably he will, I'm just gonna surrender. But I hope he doesn't ban it, but I think he's gonna ban it. I was thinking too long. I was looking for Staltus and I couldn't find it in time, so that sucks, but it was my fault, so it is what it is. Yeah, we have to surrender it. That's definitely not the first time that it has happened to me, but it is what it is. By the way, speaking of politics, I mean, since I started talking about politics, I might as well actually talk about it. I'm sure some people heard about it, but there was this interesting story in the last couple of days that there is this one actor that does like basically a news channel on YouTube called Russell Brand, who is a British like actor. Like recently there was some Me Too type of allegations against him. There was some kind of documentary that had some people making claims against him. And the weirdest thing ever happened, that like the British, like there hasn't been any, like, at least for now, there hasn't been any kind of criminal investigations against him. And he's not like in court about it or anything like that. Like there's no criminal allegations, I guess. And like, of course, it's like the typical stuff that these allegations are from like decades ago, which I'm not really a fan of, since they didn't go to police back then. But there's no criminal conviction or trial going on, or even investigation. But I think it was the British like culture ministry. They were sending this kind of threatening email to all kinds of social media companies like YouTube and like everyone that he's using, that are they gonna demonetize him, and that they should demonetize him. And YouTube already did, which is kind of interesting. But basically, like, government is wait, what do I want to pick? Government is basically blackmailing private corporations to I mean, I guess basically penalize a guy from crimes that he hasn't been convicted, and there isn't ongoing trial, and there isn't even ongoing criminal investigation. but still the government, not like some like I don't know, private like feminist lobby group or whatever, but the government is telling private corporations that they need to demonetize him, which is very ironic considering that, of course, the money that the money that he too slow. Kaimar. The money that he makes, he has to pay taxes for it. Damn, if I logged in that Helicat pick, even though Kaimar would have been automatically picked, that would have been so stupid. But the money that he makes pays tax for the UK government that they can use to, I don't know, like use it on like rape prevention or whatever. I guess I shouldn't use that word on YouTube, but they could use it on like any kind of women's issues or whatever. But instead, they are lobbying him to like get demonetized so that he doesn't make money for like basically a non-crime, since there hasn't been any the government hasn't done anything about it that government should actually do. Like, yeah, I don't know what you guys think about that. And what? We noticed some unusual activity. Okay, but Varium is screwing with me again. But anyway, I think that's kind of a weird thing. I mean, I don't know if he did something or not. I mean, of course, if he did something, that's bad. But I think like I'm not too much like emotionally invested on that part. But I think the part that government, like ministry, is telling some like private corporations to demonetize some people is pretty bonkers. That's something like China would do. I don't think that should be something that Western countries do. But what do you guys think about it? And did I get something wrong? And do you have some like differing opinions? I'm not gonna get offended if like somebody thinks that my opinion about this is very bad, but yeah. I just remember that I used to watch, like, I think that guy has been doing like some kind of news channel on YouTube for a very long time, because I remember I have seen like some of his clips from maybe like, I don't know, like 5 or 10 years ago. I mean, I have seen his videos, but I don't really regularly watch his content, but I remember that I have seen some of his old stuff like super long time ago. And all of his old stuff was like something about like challenging the government or big corporations, so it seems kind of ironic that he's getting screwed over by them basically. And if we want to get even more spicy about it, I mean, I'm sure plenty of people are gonna disagree with me on this one, but let's just put out this idea. Let's say that he did something wrong, like let's say that he actually did the R-word thing against some people. Is it still okay for, like, never mind that government is like trying to get it done, that I think that's just not like, I don't think there's any way that you can justify that, but would it still be okay for like him to get demonetized just because he has done some crimes? I mean, isn't that the entire point of criminal justice system? And never mind that he's getting like penalized before there is any conviction or even investigation, but let's say that he was convicted and we know for sure that he did it. Would it still be okay to demonetize him? I don't think it would be. And I mean, if that's the way that we like do things, then do you want that everybody who has had a criminal conviction? I mean, first of all, some people are gonna get wrongly, like some people are gonna get sentenced for crimes that they didn't do. I'm sure that's not gonna be the most of the cases, but some people are definitely gonna get like serious crime penalties of things that they actually are innocent of. And those people, and also the people that actually did them, if everybody gets like fired from their jobs and demonetized, then they can't be like normal citizens and pay taxes and contribute to the society. So basically, at that point, only two things that they can do is either collect welfare and like, you know, not be like productive in society, even if they would want to work, or the only work that they could then get is some kind of illegal criminal work, and that would kind of incentivize them either to not work or do some kind of illegal work. So I don't know if that's a good, or I mean, that's I definitely don't think that's something that we want to like normalize and that is like smart for the society as a whole to do. And if we are gonna do that, then are we gonna like literally demonetize everybody who did the R word or some other crime? Because I think that's gonna be a lot of people. I mean, I don't know what kind of number of people in the world has been convicted of the R word or some other, like, let's say, violent crimes, but that number of people must be like a massive one. I mean, it must be like tens of millions or maybe even hundreds of millions. I mean, but surely it must be in the millions if we think about it globally. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody can find that easily out searching. I'm just like, this is not based on any statistics that I looked about, but just overall, I think I don't think that is really something that we could actually do in practice. And I mean, I don't think we should do it, but I don't think you can really enforce that like practically anyway. And I mean, I think I might be like a little bit like too like hippie for some people, but I do, and I guess it's kind of a Nordic thing, because in Nordic countries, criminal, like we were talking about it in my Discord the other day as well, that in the Nordic countries the criminal justice system is kind of more focused on trying to I don't know how to say that word, rehabilitate people that are convicted instead of punishing them. And in some other countries they are more focusing on the punishing department. And because of that, that's another word that I can't say. There is this term called revisis rate, which means that if you are convicted of a crime, are you gonna convict a crime again? I can't recall the numbers out of the top of my head, because I used to remember them at one point, like when I was in college. I remember I was in this kind of class where that was like about human rights and stuff, but it's some kind of ridiculous number, maybe like, I think it was maybe like three-fourths or like majority of people in US that are convicted of a crime, or was it like a violent crime, most of the people will like get convicted from something again. And then in the Nordic countries it was like much slower, and I think that's a good thing. And I think I do think that even if some people did some horrible things, that you can never forgive them, especially if it was like done to you or somebody that you know. Yeah, let's go with Nakarada on this one. But even in those situations, the government should kind of be the neutral and objective party, and they should not, like, even if it's fair to be emotional if you are the victim of a crime, but government should kind of be like objective and about that, and try to think what's good for the society. And definitely some people can never be left out of prison, but it's definitely good for the society if most of the people that have been convicted of crimes are able to live normal lives after their conviction, and they are able to like be part of the society again. So anyway, that's a big rant, but I think that thing was kind of I took a big issue on this news story. I think we're probably gonna ban his Helicat unless he goes with Tormin. Yeah, if you strongly disagree with what I said, then tell me in the comments, because I'm very interested to hear what's the like rational like opposite view of what I'm thinking regarding this like this recent event. The combination of both Helicat and Harima is like terrible. It was the same thing in the last fight. If he had just one of them, it would be okay. I guess we're still gonna ban the Helicat. I wonder if this is the first raid video where somebody is talking about politics for like, I don't know, tens of minutes. I almost hope it is, because that would be kind of funny, but probably it's not going to be really part of my regular raid content, but it was just an interesting story, so I was even so curious about this topic that I watched multiple people from like news shows that I know that have the opposite view of me about opposite view than me regarding this, and I wanted to kind of hear the best arguments that refute my my view of this. Yeah, it's a pretty hard team to beat, because like he has all of my champions plus Harima and Sifi, and he's picking my champions very often, so I can't really deal with him very well. Wait, just Harima have... Yeah, it has polymorph, yeah. Was that the second time or the third time that we lost against him? Yeah, okay, second time. I think I maybe lost against him yesterday or something, but I think he did the same thing the other time that I fought against him as well, that he picked both Rotos and Wukong. And Harima, yeah. Yeah, I'm scrolling through the Reddit, but there isn't really really that much interest. Okay, this is kind of funny. There's a poll about do you enjoy Hydra or not. Obviously I don't, but I still have to do it for the rewards. But what? Let's see what the what? So many people actually. I thought it would be like two people voting yes and everybody else voting no. I'm almost shocked that there's so many people that enjoy it. I mean, I guess if you're into PvP, you're into PvE, you're into it. But for me, it's kind of a forced labor that I have to do, like, unwillingly while I'm crying while doing it, because stone skin and the new accessories are just too good to miss out on. By the way, I mentioned this before, but I'm just looking at some trade about primal shards, but right now none of the primal shard champions are that good, and I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that some of them might even get buffed, but I think everybody agrees that it's almost certain that at some point, possibly in the fairly near future, there is going to be some really good or OP primal shard champions. I definitely wouldn't pull any of them just now. Like, you should save them for later. This is gonna be a very hard team for me. I hope he doesn't also pick Lockout, but I think he might, especially since I went with Helicat. Wait, yeah, he can still do it, yeah. If he goes with like Georgid and Lockout, then that's gonna be impossible team for me to beat. I would rather him pick Taras and Maritska at this point than... Okay, Mortu and Elva. That's not the worst. Of course, I can't use the Helicat block damage against Mortu, but Mortu isn't really gonna be very threatening to me either, so... Wait, what should I pick? UDK isn't... I'm not able to pick it at this point. I guess I'll just go with Nakarada. I was almost thinking about going with Arbiter, but let's go with Nakarada. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, it should be probably still a safe win. We're just gonna ban the Harima and wait out for the Stone Skin and then kill him. Okay, so we're not gonna use the A3 because then we would counterattack against Mortu and we would have a chance to proc the peril, so we're just gonna stick to A1s. And we'll definitely do A2 with Wukong later when the Stone Skin is over, but I'm still gonna have Rotos and like 2 nukers, so doing it once is okay. But this is kind of the issue with Mortu, that even if enemy has stuff like Helicat that is kind of gonna do a lot of counter attacks, but unless they have something that like Ukko or Tormin or Kaimar that has to do AoE with A1, if you pick Mortu, they are just gonna avoid using those skills. And unless you pick like Mortu as a third nuker, and if they ban your other nuker, it's not really often possible to kill them unless you have maybe a lockout or something. Damn, I just can't sit still. I have been sitting on the PC for way too long today. Wait, who does he have? Okay, only UDK and more to have polymorph. It's kind of surprising that none of the revivers do, because usually the revivers are the ones with it. Oh damn, if those block revives are not good for my Rotos. Wait, I can do, never mind, I can get the ally protection on him now even if I can get any heals, but he doesn't have block pass on him. I'm gonna wait one turn on the UDK so that he loses some of those buffs, and hopefully I can get my Rotos HP up a bit. If he gets Beryl on my next A2 on the UDK, it might be issue because my Rotos is so low HP that he's gonna die to one Beryl. I could almost just wait out and try to get a couple A2s done on Rotos, but now let's just go for the A2. Okay, he didn't even die. That actually is perfectly okay for me. I'm totally happy with him not dying. Hopefully I can kill him with the Rotos A3 and get double turn and heal him on the next turn. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, he is so full HP. Let's just go for the A2. I have been kind of on his his situation before as well, and you need to be careful. Mortu isn't really something that you can regularly pick as your nuker. I have done it too before against Helicat, and I have learned my lessons that they don't actually have to use their cooldowns. I think we're just gonna... Okay, he got killed. I was gonna say that I'm just gonna give another ally protection on Rotos, but I guess he ran out of it. Oh nice, we didn't get the weak hit. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate then. With the Wukong having decreased attack on himself, I don't think we can kill that UDK with A2. Yeah, we should wait one turn on it. Oh, nice, we got the decreased defense. And Rotos is also above 50% HP, so if we proc the burial now, we will be safe. He can either kill the Wukong or try to kill Rotos, but Rotos might not even get one shot, so... And, well, it's the normal fear, it's not true fear at least. Yeah, we're still gonna have the cooldown of the A2 even if we got feared. Should I just go for the A3? I think at this point he's gonna die if I don't weak it. Okay. It's kind of funny, I mean, his only nuker is Mortu, but we're hanging this long in the fight, and we don't even have any kind of heals or revive in our team, but his only nuker is Mortu, to be fair. Okay, we instantly proc the burial, but that's not really issue at this point. I mean, we proc the passive, it might not be burial. If he kills the Wukong, then it's fine, and I don't think he's gonna kill the Rotos. I mean, he could if he gets lucky, but probably not. Okay, he went after Nakarada. I guess that kind of makes sense too, but our Rotos is gonna start block reviving soon. Oh, can we just kill it with the A1? Ah, oh, nice, with the Soul Reaper. Great. Yeah, this was pretty slow fight, but I think we have it at this point. Maybe. Surely I'm gonna start block reviving soon. Should I go for the A2? No, let's not do that. Let's just do A1. It would be stupid to proc Peril at this point and lose when we're at the end streak of the fight. Okay, I think this is gonna be block revive, so yeah. Okay, I mean, I kind of feel bad for him, but I have been through that, so it is what it is. Wait, I had 3 losses in a row. I didn't... Oh yeah, the one was the... where I didn't pick 2 nukers. Sure. Okay, this is probably gonna be last fight. Let's make it count. Oh, against Husky. What is he gonna pick against us? Probably like Yumeko Harima Lockout. I think that's what he used last time. Well, should I go with both Rotos and Wukong or save the sec? No, let's just go with both of them. I think it's kind of unlikely that he's gonna use something like Torminuk or Kaiwar, but then again, if I go with Helicat, it's very plausible that he would go with one of them. Okay, we got Harima and UDK, and probably the last 2 is gonna be Yumeko and one more nuker. Maybe Yumeko and Charge it. So at this point we need to pick a very tanky team, and we're probably gonna go with the Helicat. Yeah. I mean, he could still go with Ukko or Kaimar, but I'm okay with that. He could go with Tormin too as his other nuker. That would be pretty good against me. Anyway, Husky is a fellow content creator and clanmate, and he's a Russian content creator, so if you didn't know that he makes content, then now you do. He also has a Telegram channel that is very big, I guess. So yeah, go check him out if you are interested. He certainly has a lot more champions that he can use and probably more interesting fights than me. Wait, let's go with Arbiter. I was kind of talking too much and not thinking in the end. I should have picked Kaimar and banned the Warlord, but it's too late. And I think last time that I fought him, I did resist his Warlord, but maybe he has changed the build since then. I don't know. I did beat him with resistance Kaimar before, but then I also lost against him, so... Oh, he let us have Rotos. I mean, if we were able to survive long enough, then it is definitely doable, but I don't think we can survive long enough against him. He does have 2 nukers, and I'm sure he has very good gear. Wait, I should have just... Nah, I guess it doesn't matter, yeah. Damn, both of them counter-attacked against Wukong. I don't think I want to use the revive. Maybe I would have if I could also follow it up with the A3. Oh, come on, he's getting so many revenge or... yeah, revenge procs on me. He got 3 already in 2 turns. Nice. He's gonna laugh at my Swift Parry Arbiter, but it is what it is. Speed gear is the one thing that I'm like, I don't have any, so... I don't think we're gonna kill the Harima with the A2, but I think it's better to at least try, and maybe if we barely kill it, then we will relieve some pressure from us. Oh, never mind, I'm stupid. He still has the UDK, so it did nothing. Okay, now it's looking pretty bad. Damn, I mean, I don't know if I'm getting unlucky or does he have like triple revenge on everybody. Karima is counter-attacking every time she gets hit. I wish the Arbiter didn't get pounded there. I think that's probably it for this fight. Yeah. Wait, do we? Okay, we don't have time for one more. Well, I think we gained some points, but we definitely... Yeah, we had a big lose streak in the end, and we definitely weren't dominating. And I guess I had the 7 win streak just before this video, but this one was kind of mediocre run. But again, we mostly had very hard enemies, so it is what it is. At least I got to talk about all of the other irrelevant stuff that has nothing really to do with the fights, but I guess we got that out of the way. Anyway, that's it for today, and have a nice weekend.